Hi everyone, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. This is Melanie and today we're making page kits out of the Rustic Meadows Parklane paper. This paper pad is very cool. It comes with foil, shimmer, canvas, textured, acetate, and embossed. I didn't realize all of that when I bought it. I mean, I could have if I actually paid attention. I just saw the patterns and was like, I have to have it. And the price was right. Let's be real. That usually gets me every time. So let me show you what I did with this kit. It's so cool. Okay, so I have to tell you something. This kit also came with quite a few solid cardstock. Normally, that's a big in my books, right? I have a ton of cardstock. I don't need any more plain cardstock. But in this case, it's okay. And there's a reason why it's okay, namely because I can see me making a lot of cards out of these, and colored cardstock is easy to use to make card bases, etc. Now, for some of you that are extremely particular about your weight, this is your typical Parklane weight paper. It's not like 120 pounds or anything like that. So if you like your card bases super heavyweight, you will not be able to use that, but I'm still going to, because my end recipient will like it just fine. At least that's what I think. So in my usual fashion, I am starting with a multicolored floral. This one does have foiling on it. There's enough foiling on it, but it's not, to me, it's not as overwhelming as some other ones that I've had in the past. I did take a piece of the cardstock that I just mentioned. It is two-toned. So you've got a dark and a light, and I really like that with this color here. I also threw in this yellow geometric. Now, because you know I can't get through this without talking scale. Again, this is a larger scale. This is also pretty large in my books, but because this reads as a solid and is a geometric and not a floral, I can make this work. I threw in this green, smaller print than this side, so I think that'll work okay. Do I love these two close together? They're okay. I can make them work. They're not my favorite. I like a little bit more contrast, and that's why I threw in this solid, I guess it's like a gray. Yeah, it's a gray. A dark gray and a light gray. And I think that makes a really fun kit. And you could use this either for cards or at least a few layouts. So, because there's a lot of paper in there. Okay, this looks like the same paper, but it's not. This is actually canvas. You could hear that. It's really cool. And I think this would be fun to play with. I'm still treating it like paper, but I think this would be fun to put on a card so that you can actually feel the texture of it. It seems a little bit of a waste to put it on a scrapbook page where it's going to go in a page protector, but you definitely could. There's nothing that's preventing you from doing so. I combined it with this light purple mauve chevron, I guess you want to call it. There's that same yellow geometric. And then for the solid color here, this is actually like a shimmer, and it does have like a hash. I don't know if you can see that with the lights. It does have a hash kind of slash dry embossing in there. So that's kind of fun. And then I threw in that same dark cardstock again. Similar pattern, just a different colorway. It does have the dark gray background, and it's introducing this rust color, which is kind of fun. So this to me looks like a late summer moving into fall, but of course you could use it for whatever you want. But that's how I was viewing it. So when I saw this gold, or this mustard yellow with the gold foiling with the leaf fronds, it kind of reminded me of wheat sheaths. I thought that would work really well with this. Because this is dark, I threw in this light color with the dark aqua green. And then of course I threw in the solid cardstock of the aqua. So just to let you guys know, like, This, I don't know how well you can see, that's how bendy it is. So it's definitely not like 120 pounds. I don't even know if it's 80. If the weight really bothered you, you could always just mount this on a more solid card base so that it looks like it's teal from the front, and then you get the stability of the thicker card base. Same cardstock again. This time I threw in the solid yellow, and this, it looks like a solid mauve color, but it is shimmery. So it does have a shimmer to it, which is kind of fun. The back side is also shimmery, and it's more of a white. And then I threw in this same leaf pattern that we saw before with the foiling, but this one is just in the green. Again, the scale on this is not ideal, but I can make it work. In this case, I'm focusing more on the contrast than the scale. And the pattern is, while these are leaves, it's very geometric in its structure, versus this is a little bit more random. And so I think I can still make it work. Now I have a lot left over, and I am actually going to keep them all together because I am going to consider these all for card making. And what I would probably do is make a bunch of cards of these, and then whatever's left over would either go in my scraps, or would, if they're full-size sheets, would end up going into my stash. So I'm giving them a chance to go to work as a kit, but once I'm done with that, then they will move on within my craft room. So the cutter parts in this one are very, very, very oriented towards card making. There's something beautiful in every day. You could do this as a card, or you could of course use it for your scrapbook layout. Sending My Love totally is card inspired. Always believe that something wonderful is about to happen can go both ways, right? This could be a card for someone who is starting off on a new adventure in their life, someone graduating from high school or university or college, something like that. You could even use it for a wedding card if you were so inspired to. This one here says thinking of you, of course, totally card inspired. It's the small moments that create the most beauty. Can go either way. And then this one just says beautiful. The back side of this is this purple or mauve geometric. I'm probably going to use most of these to make cards. The 3x4 cards are even more card focused in my way because I like the scale of that for a standard A2 size card. But that's not to say you can't use the bigger ones. You can. You just may want to up it to a 5x7 card. Just so you get a little bit of more room to play. So we got thinking of you, we got hello, thank you, hello dear friend, thinking of you, hello friend, hello, hello lovely, beautiful, have a nice day, just a note, be kind. Totally will work for cards. And then the back side is a green geometric. It's the same pattern as the mauve, but in a much smaller scale. This came with a solid gold sheet, and again, I can see this for cards, absolutely. I would probably use this to like die cut out a sentiment or something along those lines, or some hearts, or some small flowers to use as embellishments. I had a piece of the solid mauve left over, two-tone. I also had this small floral, and on this side is the mauve with a foil. Here's another one of that gold foil. This one has a small whimsical floral on the back. I have two sheets of this stripe. Now you're probably going to say, Melanie, why didn't you make a page kit out of them? Well, because I think these would make really great cards with those cut aparts. And basically that's it. I just thought they would make really great cards. So I threw those in here. The other side of that is that same geometric pattern again, but in a different shade of green. There's a floral in a green. The other side is that white with the loose chevron. And then of course I have more of the cut aparts. This is the acetate sheet. How fun is that? Now this one, I'm not too sure exactly what I would do with this. You could make a acetate card out of it. It's decently thick, so that's probably what I'll end up doing just for the fun. Have you ever made an acetate card? They are interesting. I think Jennifer McGuire has done quite a few of them over the years, but it might be fun to do one. So I left that in here. This is really soft, light, small floral. And again, I just think that would be perfect for making cards. And the other side is that mauve chevron. I threw in the yellow solid, another one of the mauve solids, and then another one of those pink mauve foil pieces. So these to me are all going to be used to make cards. If you're interested in seeing what kind of cards I come up with this, leave me a note below and I can definitely put something together and share with you. So that is it for this paper pad. I really enjoyed this paper pad. A lot of the color combinations are ones that have been around for a while, you know, the pink and turquoise and yellow kind of combo, but it just feels a little bit more muted than they have been in the past, which makes it a little bit different. And then the introduction of the dark gray, I think, just kind of helps freshen it a little bit. So I will add a tab to this, and this will go in with my page kit storage. If you haven't seen that yet, I will leave a link above and a link in the description below. And that will be it for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, happy crafting.